Well, hello there, my name is Vlad, welcome to my studio. This is FAQ number 4, and right away you might ask, wait, there's been 3 before? And the answer is yes. I think I did the first one ever in July 2018, and then there's been a couple of more, but it's been very irregular, if that's a term or word. And I'm thinking about making this a more kind of regular thing, maybe not a weekly thing yet, but like once a month, 2 times a month. We'll see. It also depends on the activity of you guys. I'm here to answer your questions about the gear, about the music. You can ask me personal questions as well. Basically, it's up to you to ask them, and it's up to me to decide to which one I reply to. You know how this works. Oh, by the way, I have to mention, these questions have been gathered over a little bit of time. Like anytime someone asks me an interesting question, I've just copied the question and added it to my notes, and I've completely lost the names of the people asking those questions. So please forgive me for that. And next time I'll be doing this video, I'll be like taking proper screenshots. So when I reply to your question, I will actually mention this question. It was asked by this one. But yeah, completely forgot that because I had been planning to do more of these for a while now. We gathered some interesting questions, but then kind of just forgot that part. So yeah, sorry, I'll fix that for the next episode. All right, on to the first question. Why did you decide to buy that white Ibanez? Why did I decide to buy this white Ibanez? Stupid answer, because I like it. Honestly though, I think during this year especially, I've noticed that something that's been lacking from my kind of guitar collection is something with slightly kind of, I want to say aggressive pickups, or like something that works well for rock and metal stuff as well. The black double cut with 2 vintage style humbuckers in it. It works fine, but not really. Me trying to make a really vintage sounding instrument and a semi-hollow one, well, to work for metal, I mean, it's kind of doable. It still doesn't feel like it's 100% there. And I also wanted like some sort of shredder thing with 24 frets and everything. And I've been pretty open about my love for the Ibanez AZ series. Just couldn't pick a color. I was really close to buying one when I was at Thomann in March, but back then they didn't have this series. I also didn't have the money for the Prestige series, which this is at the time. So I didn't want to settle for any of the premiums. It's part of the Prestige series, so it's the Japanese made one, and just everything is so well done. The frets are super polished, flame maple neck. It just feels incredibly smooth to play. And one of the reasons I also wanted to get this is just such a versatile instrument. I plugged in straight into my ref dynamis over there, just which pick up drive channel on the amp. And just with a flick of a switch you can go to. I still love the neck humbucker sound. And if you know anything about the AZ series, there's 5 positions like this, then you flick a switch, there's 5 more. All of that, this guitar will be demonstrated in a proper demo, but yeah, just like the neck feels super comfortable. There wasn't any kind of time period where I had to get used to this. It just felt good right away. And I'm trying to buy instruments more and more based on like my initial reactions. If it feels good right away and like it feels like a no-brainer, that's the guitar that I should get. Simple as that, really. Worst piece of gear you've demoed? Diving into controversy right away. On the top of my head, I'm going to say Moore Radar has been the one that I've kind of been least happy with product-wise. It's not as much based on like product being bad, but more of like the premise versus the reality. The premise is a tiny pedal with all of the functions you could ever want in an impulse response loader, like EQs, cabinets, power amp simulations, ability to change a billion different things. But the problem is, like, nothing that comes on the pedal sounded good to me. Not a single cabinet on the pedal sounded good to me. Yeah, you can upload your own impulse responses, but like none of those kind of stock cabinets sounded good to me. And there was this weird thing where when you would upload your own custom impulse response, the pedal by default still tried to apply like really drastic EQ on that impulse response, which I couldn't understand why. And you kind of need to browse through all of the menus and turn them off, and then you actually get to hear your impulse response. And if it's not exactly the impulse response you wanted, you need to repeat this whole thing again. And it seemed to be keep doing that every time, and just got frustrated with the whole pedal at some point. Plus the software side on the computer was really bad. It's an ugly app that crashes a lot. Just stupid things that make the overall user experience much worse than it could be. I still don't think it's a bad product. I actually think like the positives still outweigh the negatives, but just I really didn't gel with that one. And by the way, if you want to see that video, here's a card for that. So yeah, you can check it out yourself and leave a comment down below in this video or on that video what you think of the review, if there's something I missed or something like that. But yeah, that's the one that kind of comes on top of my head right away. Favorite YouTuber? This is a tough one because there's many. Having done, I don't know, 150 gear demos probably, and having also watched hundreds if not thousands of gear demos, I'm kind of getting a bit tired, or like there's some sort of gear exhaustion going on with me right now. And when I just want to watch videos for fun, I mostly tend to watch something else than gear demos. One of my favorite kind of, well, I want to call them dual channel things are Screen Junkies. You might know them from Honest Trailers. They have like a linked another channel which is called Fandom Entertainment nowadays, but yeah, like daily movie world news. I just enjoy that world a lot, and I've always been interested in movies. It's just an interesting, different world from what I do here. So I've been enjoying those. Same goes for Chris Stuckman. He does really good movie reviews, kind of goes in depth, and he's also like studying to become a filmmaker. So following his journey has been really interesting. But if we go back to music, Martin Miller, easily, most of you have probably seen his band's covers of all kinds of songs. Those are just freaking amazing. Like the latest Paul Gilbert one was so exciting, and I think I watched it 3 times in a row just because I wanted to pick up all of the details that happened in that jam. Just so cool. Like that's what it's all about to me ultimately. Like all of the gear and everything is meant to be able to do that, create music by yourself or with other people. Few more music related ones. Adam Neely, amazing vlogger, amazing bass player as well, and just his deep dives into different things are pretty cool. Tim Pierce, just because he has so many stories to tell. He's played on countless albums and like huge hits and everything, and it's just really cool to hear his stories on different recording sessions, how all that happened. Weirdly enough, it seems like a lot of those things have happened by accident, but just his work ethic and like always trying to do your best in those kind of situations, and that's how you kind of build up your career. Just really cool guy. But it seems like one, I've never met him, so I wouldn't know. And one more I want to mention is 60 Cycle Hum. I've been getting into their podcast a lot lately and kind of grown to like it a lot. I listen to a lot of podcasts while driving, or we take walks with my daughter almost every day. She takes a nap and I just walk around and listen to podcasts while doing that. And I've been listening to their podcast a lot. I think they've gotten pretty good in like tackling some, maybe even some more complicated issues, like for example, like why there isn't almost any women doing like guitar gear YouTube and stuff like that. I just appreciate them having the courage to take on those kind of things and discuss them in a calm and kind of structured manner, like going through things. Here are the facts. Here's what one guy thinks. Here's how the other guy thinks, and here's something that could be done about it. And like the guys seem to be pretty active in trying to build like a good, healthy guitar community, and I really appreciate that. So hello Ryan, hello Steve. Why are you making this FAQ video? Are you just trying to copy Ola England? Okay, I might have snuck in this question myself, just because it's something I want to talk about, and making a video titled "Why I'm making an FAQ video" is kind of stupid. So yeah, I want to engage with you guys more. That's simple as that. Like, I get questions on different videos about like, hey, should I get this guitar? Hey, can I use this piece of gear like this? Hey, how do I record this and this thing? And kind of answering to those questions separately or under separate videos is good, but I'm noticing that I'll have to repeat my answers several times on different topics, because different people comment on different videos, and like I'm answering the same question over and over again. And this way I feel like I can answer those questions in a way where it kind of helps more people at once, I guess. And I hope you guys get used to these videos in a sense that when you want to ask me something about music, about gear, recording, anything like that, you'll start asking those questions under these videos. So that way this video series will become a forum where we can discuss various gear related things, music, gigging, or whatever it might be. That conversation will kind of happen more here. Obviously people will still ask questions on the different videos, but I kind of want to make this a forum of discussion and just interact with you guys. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of trying to relaunch this series. So yeah, thanks for a good question, me. Yay. What happened to a Jazzmaster project? The Jazzmaster project is actually moving on. I have actually attended one guitar building course this year already, or like this fall already, but I feel like the progress I made during that time wasn't enough to kind of justify a video, like a vlog video about the progress. So I'm actually going there this Saturday. This video is coming out on Friday, so tomorrow I will be going to a second guitar building course. It's like from 10 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. type of thing. It's like a full work day on the guitar. I'm going to polish the body, probably start carving the neck, doing the fretboard radius, that kind of stuff. And I hope to get it done by Christmas, but no promises. There's always things that can go wrong, so you never know how these actually go. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see photos from tomorrow's build, and there's a photo or two from the previous time I was there as well. So check those out. And yeah, Jazzmaster Diary video probably coming next week. Have you ever played in a band? By a band, I'm guessing you mean like a band that creates its original music. I'm gonna be a wise ass. That's the term. By saying like anytime I play with other people, that's basically a band. But yeah, I have been in a band in the sense that we had our own music. I was in a band called Heart Song. It was this pop folk ambient thingy. We played for a few years. Our singer wrote all of the songs, our lyrics for the songs. I did a lot of arrangement, and the whole band did a lot of arrangement for that. That's the only band with who I've also done like a mini tour. We did 4 dates in 5 days, and because we were kind of nobodies, it meant that we drove our own van. We brought our own PA to some of the shows, at least, actually all of the shows I think. Set up the PA, played the gig, packed, and drove home for the night as well. Repeat that 4 times in 5 days, and wow. After those shows, I realized that my childhood dream of being a touring musician isn't probably the thing that I actually would love to do. I love making music, playing with people, but touring, I'm not sure. Maybe if we had like tour manager and proper bus and everything, maybe it would be nicer. If you want to check out that band, I'm going to put a link in the description and into the card as well. There's a live recording, like we did one song live, which I'm still proud of. I engineered all of the recording, and I mixed the whole thing as well. And while I would probably do a few things differently now, I love the overall sound and the vibe we managed to get to that song. So yeah, check out that by following the link in the description. But honestly, that that's been my only band kind of. I've been doing just these church things a lot and then just all kinds of random gigs here and there. So mostly that stuff. I'm more used to this kind of freelance situation than actually being in a band. All right, I get a feeling that this episode is becoming a really long one, so I think it's time to wrap up. Thanks for watching this video. Please ask your questions for next FAQ video in the comments down below. Anything, guitars, amps, pedals, recording software, music production. I'll do my best to answer all of your questions. Ask about my personal life if you are for whatever weird reason interested in that. I'll try to answer those questions as well. Really depends on the question though. And yeah. Support this channel, t-shirts, Bandcamp store, there's 2 jam tracks over there, so you can support me like that. And subscribe, like, check out my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Catpic Studios on all of those. Thanks for watching this video. I shall see you next time.